further. We're gonna go all the way down. I'll put them on. Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Brian with Hollis Farms. Got Jake with me this morning. Headed down to the farm in Mississippi. Gonna get some seed ready down here. A little bit too dry to plant, but it's that time of year on this place down here. We got Jake and my dad been working on getting the fields cut up and leveled. They're ready to plant. So we thought we'd go and bring the seed down this morning. Got a ton of wheat. Then we had a couple of feeder motors burn up in the floods back in the spring. We'll go replace one of those. Left one at the house. We can only do one today. Get that done and fill the feeders up. Get them running again. And oh yeah, got to check some cameras. I got a new camera too. I want y'all to see. Somebody at the company sent us a new trail camera. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty good one. So hang on, we'll get to the barn and then unload this stuff and we'll go work on it. do a little planting here in a little while. We've got a couple of fields that we didn't disc up. Sprayed them earlier in the year. They dead, ready to plant. Get the seed grain drill ready. We'll plant those in a little while. We'll run right now and pull a camera, move it to another spot, and then go get another feeder set up. So hang on, maybe we'll run into a deer or something, but we'll show y'all how we swap out that motor on this HB deer feeder. Alright, y'all see this feeder right here? This is one, if you watched our videos last year, we used it. And this spring, I left the thing running. We had record rains this spring. I think this feeder was probably underwater 4 or 5 times. Trying to see if you can see a water line on it. I believe that water should have been way up here on it. I know it got this motor, so I'm gonna make sure there ain't no wasps flying around. I'm gonna take that spinner motor out right there, and I'll put a new one on there to show you here in just a second. It shouldn't take but a minute. Alright, this is what makes nice on these feeders. You see, all you gotta do right here is, I think all we gotta do is take this, there's a butterfly wing nut right there on this side, one on this side. Roughly set that gap there about a ½ inch to an inch. I'm gonna get this one off right quick and put the new one on. Oh, the battery's in there. Alright, we got that swapped out. You see it just goes through these 2 wing nuts, one on each side. Now we've got the timer. Y'all seen me hook these up before, but now you gotta hook up the power to the battery, and it'll be charged by this solar panel over here. And it'll also power the timer. So let me get this battery hooked up. Ain't nothing to them. Hold the camera down. Already got the piggyback on there. Make it about as easy as you can make it. Okay, let's see. This side will slide on. Oh, you just slide the hot on hot. That's good. Black on black right there. That's hooked up. Slide the battery back in there. What we'll do is, what time you got watch on with you? We'll set the clock here to make sure it's set right.
9:40.
What time?
9:45.
9:45. Hour. Oh, set clock. 9:48 a.m. We're close enough. All right, clock set. I think we're gonna let this one run
7 o'clock.
1 time a day in the morning. I don't want to feed them in the evening right now and get the deer coming in here at night to eat it. We're gonna set it for program 1. 7 a.m. run time. Let's do, well, let's see. Am I doing something wrong? Run time. Well, oh, program 1.
Run time.
Run time. There we go. Now I set it for seconds. I'm gonna set it to go off 5 seconds 1 time a day. 400 pounds of corn should last at least a month. That way we'll come back closer to deer season and tweak it a little bit. But that should get it running. I'm gonna test it right here. I ain't got any corn in it, but alright, that was easy enough. Anybody out there looking for some feeders? Oh, these HB feeders, you can't beat them. It's my fault for letting them get wet. I didn't get in here and move them, but all I had to do was swap that bottom unit out. So, alright, I'm gonna put some corn in it. We'll be ready to go. Alright, we got it. Put a couple 100 pounds of corn in it. While I'm here, I'm gonna test it. with the corn in it. Show y'all this thing. Sling some corn, you'll have an idea of how much corn is sling in 5 seconds till you gotta push the test button and run. It'll get you. Alright, we know that's working good. We're gonna go, I left my other spinner motor at the house. I'll come back down again and set it up. We're gonna go move a camera. You got another camera you wanna move?
Yeah. Camera.
Alright, we're gonna go pull another camera, and if we got any good pictures, we'll show y'all. Be right back. This is the other feeder that got flooded out. I didn't bring the spinner, but I want to show y'all. Y'all seen these? I already got acorns falling on top of the feeder here. These are the sawtooth oaks. We planted these trees about, I guess they're 12, 15 years old now, but Jason and I planted these. Started planting sawtooths. Y'all seen the sawtooths over in Alabama that he's been logging around and clearing and planting the clover. This is the same kind of tree. Those trees that y'all seen him working on, we planted when we were kids. I think I was 12 or 13. Jason was probably, I guess, about 7 years old at the time. I remember driving the truck, pulling the trailer with trees, and Jason would ride in the back and throw them out at each hole, and then we'd go back and plant them. We planted 12 or 1,500 of them then, and then we planted some about every year, every other year, on and off since then on different places. I don't believe there's a better tree a man can plant for deer food. Let me get out here and show y'all the sheer numbers of acorns on these trees. And they fall in a little bit early. They usually fall. There's a deer trail right here. There's a deer walking through here. These trees produce more acorns per tree than I've ever seen. They start producing acorns when they're about 7 years old. But the deer love them. They're the first ones to fall. Take a look at them right here. There's 2 varieties of these. You got the bigger ones and these smaller ones they call a gobbler. The trees are just full of them. They'll all be falling. And like I said, some of them are falling now, but these trees are just full of them. Hard to see them all. They'll fall early. The deer will come in here and just clean them up. Hogs will be in here too. They'll eat them up. They'll all be gone by late October. And then about that time, some of the other big native oaks, red oaks and white oaks, will be falling. Got to kind of change your plan then, because the patterns are going to change. But early bow season, there ain't a better spot. These trees, these sawtooths right here, those trees have gotten tall. It's fun to think back on when we planted them things. And I think these are 12 or 15 years old. And we're going to try to find some spot in here to maybe hang a bow stand to get the wind right. Oh, just spider web. Try to pick out a spot right here. See if we can get back in. I know the deer bed a whole lot back in here in this thicket that borders the river. I think if we can get in here and get up one of these trees and get the wind. The only thing right here, Jacob, the wind ain't right. The wind's gonna be this way.
Yeah, but that's why I got to stand on the other side down there.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake's thinking right. If we put a stand on both sides of these sawtooths, we always got a wind. We can always play the wind. We're going to see if we can't find a spot right here. We got a couple of stands at the house we're going to bring back and put up. We're going to probably go move or check another camera here in a little bit. We'll be right back. Well, we got the feeders and the camera set up. Caught up with my dad over here. He got the grain drill out, putting some weed out. We've been trying to adjust on the depth of it. Ground's pretty hard, but this is some of these fields that we didn't disc up. You can see that right there. We sprayed it earlier, knocked all the weeds back, and then clipped it one good time, and it was ready to plant. Still got moisture in the soil there, so it should come on up good. Real hot right now, 95 degrees, almost middle of September. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna come over here and show you these other two fields. Go ahead and get this one. See where we sprayed this one and sprayed this one. Very little weeds coming back. Didn't have to disc it up. Kind of kept some moisture in the ground. The places that we did disc up this year can't plant yet because it's just too dry. Gonna have to hit the moisture just right to hit the seed right. Don't want it to germinate too quick and then die, and we don't want to plant it too deep either. Jake's got that drone up. I'm gonna show some good footage of this drill working. I'll show y'all how this thing operates. You can about the best, most efficient way we found to plant a food plot. Alright y'all, Jake's finishing up his last little plot. This is the same field where we fixed the feeder a while ago. Ran a little short of wheat, had to run back to the barn to get some, but we'll knock this out. It's done got hot. I believe it's about, man, I think it's 96 degrees down here right now. Hard to think about hunting season, but it'll be here before you know it. We've got less than a month. Jake's gonna finish this field up, a few more rounds, then we're gonna run back to the back, and he wants to pull some cards off a couple of cameras. If we have anything special on camera, I'll put them at the end of the video, so hang on and check for that. If not, this will be it. We appreciate y'all watching, and don't forget to subscribe and come back tomorrow. Thank y'all.